Good morning. I made a video and there was some interruption and I deleted it. I probably didn't need to. I could have edited it. Anyway, I'm starting over. This time I will give more energy. So I'm trying, really, honestly. Um, what I was saying was that it's really important for us to pick up on, well, to have a conversation, like a really serious, soul searching conversation about where we're going as humanity. Because artificial intelligence is in control, it has been in control for a long time, and I'm sure much longer than we care to even imagine. Um, I'm halfway through the movie on Netflix uh, called The Social Dilemma. And oh my goodness. I mean, almost, I was watching the movie and I was just like writing down what people were saying. Like every line was spot on. And it's very entertaining because it's like you're following people. It's like a documentary slash movie and explaining the evolution of AI and how these software developers in these on these social media platforms, they developed all of these ways to get us hooked, and it was just like this amazing model for making money through advertising, and then wow, the unintended consequences that we're living through right now. Um, so we're in a tinderbox. Depending on where you are politically, where you stand, you are going to have very, very different information coming to you. Absolutely opposite information. To make matters worse, many, many, many of us are stuck at home. A lot of people lost their businesses. Many people lost their jobs. And then there's this whole class of people who did not lose their jobs. They have job security. They are at home. They really haven't gone anywhere. And everything that they need is delivered to them thanks to, Amazon and all of these other, technology companies. Now, I do not like, if I were to write a sci-fi novel, and I might call it Recipe for a Catastrophe. Like right now, I'm trying to contain myself. I'm feeling a lot of energy going through me right now. I'm very passionate about this. For the past several months, I've been writing about it every now and again. You know, I'm really passionate about this right now because there are people who've been in my life for many, many years. And I am watching their minds being molded by algorithms, and people who I had known to be more open minded, or I'd expected them to be more open minded and, like, you know, willing to listen to different perspectives, are the ones who, and like, I'm not, let me back up a little bit. I understand what's happening. It's very natural considering everything. Like if we think about this environment that we're in, that we're living in, the world environment is being changed and molded into something else. Financial systems crashing, all of these new technologies being basically forced on us, like we're being forced to adopt to all of these new technologies. And some of these new technologies have been around for a while, but everybody has to adopt to them now in order to survive. And it's like, if I were to create a fake, so like a set of fake social media accounts, and then I claim that my political leanings are like either one extreme or the other, then I would get very specific information. I'm telling you, people, there are things happening in the world right now And I am witnessing so many people I know who have no idea of what's happening in the world because they stay within their own social bubbles and they really believe that they know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And back in the olden days, before social media, before, um, like, I don't know, smartphones, before media, we relied on our own personal experiences of reality to know what reality was, right? But they're behind closed doors, afraid to go outside, and the media is dictating to them what the world is. And I'm telling you, the world has not changed that much, but then it's changed a lot in ways that I can't even imagine. I try to imagine, but I know that I don't know what I don't know what I don't know. And so at this point in time, it is so important for us to refrain from making judgments about other people because we're not living their experiences, we're not living their lives. At the same time, it's really important for us to be very humble and understand that our lives are the ones that we're living. I'm living my own life. I'm not living somebody else's life. Anyway, I'm saying all that to say it's really time for us to take control of our lives, take back control of our lives, because really these algorithms are in control and they're out of control and we don't have control. And the only way for us to really be free and live our lives is to, I'm going to say it, talk to our enemies. Yes, I said it. We have to talk to and especially listen to people that we think are our enemies. I'm telling you, the vast majority of people we think are our enemies are not, and they are being fed the exact same message that we are their enemies, and it's not true. Now, of course, there are exceptions to every rule. So yes, of course, there are evil people in the world, and there are exceptionally good people in the world. And a friend of mine and I came to a conclusion that 10% of people in the world are like mildly to extremely evil, and 10% of people in the world are, mildly good to extremely good. And then 80% of people in the middle are going to go with whoever has the slickest marketing message and says it with the most confidence and, makes us promises. But that can't work anymore. I mean, well, I don't know. I can't even say it can work anymore because it hasn't really worked. We need to start listening to each other and figuring out what's really real. Because I'm all over the place with media and social media, and I have friends from very, very different walks of life. And I love each one of them dearly. And it really pains me to see people become so incredibly fearful and paranoid, but at the same time, it makes all the sense in the world because, this environment has been set up for that. And the best thing that we can do really to save humanity is to approach each other with a beginner's mind and an open heart and listen and learn and take advantage of these algorithms, because honestly, whatever we focus on is what they're going to create for us. So if we focus on friendship and unity and sorting out differences, or even, accepting each other's differences, but working on projects that actually benefit people and benefit the world, and just accept each other's differences, then these algorithms, AI, is actually It's, you know, it's built to give us what we focus on. It's built to give us what we want. When we focus on unifying around common causes that benefit people and animals and plants and the world, then those algorithms are going to go around and they're going to find like-minded people and connect us with each other. And then all of these people who are creating, uh, you know, they're inventing things and they're innovating and they're bringing in new technologies that actually do more harm than good, then uh, it just makes the world a better place. So really, the fear, the pointing fingers, the blaming, the othering. Oh, thank you, Cecily, for bringing that up because I'd forgotten about that. The othering other people or othering other groups of people is so incredibly destructive. It's like we're being these like toddlers playing with, you know, nuclear bombs. It's so destructive. Anyway, I have not talked this long before. It's a little bit over 11 minutes. I am going to say goodbye. In about 32 minutes, I'll be back in Facebook room. Anybody who wants to join me in the conversation, please join me. And until then,